Behaving Wealthy presents the High Worth Shift podcast. Behaving Wealthy. Be, have wealth. Who do you have to be to have wealth? The only difference between rich and broke is worthiness. Your behaviors and your habits are a reflection of your feelings of worth. I'm Robin A. Young, and I'm here to give you enough simple rich behaviors to increase your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. In fact, my promise to you is that every rich behavior I share could yield you 3 times richer results, creating your high worth shift. Welcome back to the High Worth Shift podcast. It's Robin A. Young, certified financial planner and CEO of Behaving Wealthy. And I'm so excited that you've chosen to spend your valuable time with me. Do you have a freedom gap? You have a freedom gap if there's a difference between your personal and secret vision of freedom and where you are today. Let's discuss freedom. The number one goal for most people is freedom. Freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. The details of your freedom vision are unique to you. On the other hand, what is common about freedom are the areas that matter most to people. When these life elements are satisfactory, you experience fulfillment. Fulfillment is having your all. Freedom fulfillment is about wholeness. Think of freedom as a circle. Each of the 7 elements represents one essential aspect of feeling whole. The F stands for fitness. The R represents relationships. The first E equals expertise. The second E exemplifies experiences. The D describes divinity. The O outlines others. And the M makes you a millionaire. Imagine affording and achieving your highest fitness vision. Imagine affording and achieving your highest relationship dreams. Imagine affording and achieving your highest expertise ambitions. Imagine affording and achieving your highest experiences and passions. Imagine affording and achieving your highest divinity desires. Imagine affording and achieving your highest others' objectives, and imagine affording and achieving your highest millionaire aspirations. You deserve satisfaction, fulfillment, joy, highest excitement, love, and appreciation of your life every day. You deserve freedom. Ironically, freedom is not free. Freedom costs time and money. In fact, you must be a millionaire, M period, I period, L period, L period, I period, O period, N period, A period, I period, R period, E period, to pay for your freedom. When I inform people that being a millionaire is required to pay for freedom, some people have a visceral reaction to the thought of millionaires. How do you feel about millionaires? What comes to mind when I say that millionaires can afford freedom? There are a lot of people that I have what I call millionaire shame. Do you know what millionaire shame is? When we feel shame, we feel something is wrong with us, intrinsically wrong. The source of the pain is usually a feeling that something is inherently dishonorable, improper, or disgraceful. Millionaire shame is when millionaires are judged to be inherently dishonorable, improper, or disgraceful. In fact, it's normal to want to distance yourself from what you consider shameful. Who would want to be or even be near what you deem bad? It makes sense to want to distance themselves from those people, those millionaires. The distance justification says, I don't need to be a millionaire. I just want to be comfortable. When I ask people what is enough money, the consistent reply is, I just want to be comfortable. Then I ask, how much do you think being comfortable costs? That's when I usually get silence. Let's unpack that silence. Number one, people don't want to be negatively judged by others for desiring too much like those people. Number two, people want enough money, but don't know how much enough money they need. Number three, people secretly fear that they are not on track to have enough money. That, my friend, is what we call a conundrum. As we know, when busy people face non-urgent puzzling problems, they tend to procrastinate and placate any anxiety with platitudes like, I just want to be comfortable, or paradoxes like, I want enough money, but I don't want enough to be one of those people. And for some, becoming a millionaire seems unattainable. So people settle on comfortable. Comfortable is, well, comfortable. It feels safe. It feels attainable. It feels harmless. But comfortable is vague. But comfortable is vague. That vagueness triggers money avoidance and any money anxiety to be swept back below the surface. The truth, when there's money avoidance, there can never be freedom. It's so important that I must say it again. Money avoidance and freedom are not compatible. They cannot exist together. I conducted a survey of 500 of my millionaire clients to understand their secrets and learned that they attributed their financial success to 5 consistent behaviors. The second of these 5 behaviors highlights the difference between how rich people behave differently than high income earners. Wealthy people know how much their goals cost, while high income earners do not. People who are financially free always know their personal essential numbers. They always know what they own, owe, earn, spend, need, and want. Wealthy people never make vague statements like they want to be comfortable. Being comfortable is a passive wish to never have to worry about money. Most people desire to know that they can always afford what they want now and in the future. For this to be a reality, then you must bridge the gap by being able to afford what you want now and later. So, what do you have to afford now and later? I teach my clients to use the word millionaire as an acronym to know how much is needed to never run out of money. The letters of the word millionaire is a comprehensive list of what you need to be able to easily afford and achieve. There are certain items that you must consistently pay for not to worry about money. You must be able to afford your current lifestyle, like bills, fun, vacations, giving, as well as easily pay for your future lifestyle, retirement, elder care, college. The Millionaire as an acronym framework that I developed breaks down all your goals into 3 types. Your goals are either spending goals, which includes the expenses to maintain your current lifestyle, or illustrated by the second I is dedicated to debt repayments. The remaining letters of the word millionaire, O period, N period, A period, I period, R period, E period, relate to essential accumulation goals. When you pay for all your goals, that means that you can afford your spending expenses, afford to efficiently reduce your debt balances, and afford to make contributions to your accumulation accounts. Then and only then are you financially sound. The total of all your goals equals your Freedom Millionaire number. Your Freedom Millionaire number is unique and personalized for you. It calculates your cost of freedom. If you want to know your unique Freedom Millionaire number, then I would be delighted to calculate it for you. Knowing your customized calculation is critical to affording and achieving the goals that make your life worth it. To be on track with the first type of millionaire goal, spending, which are current lifestyle expenses like monthly bills and fun and giving donations, you need a surplus or at least break even every month. To be off track means robbing Peter to pay Paul, or there's more month than money. Interestingly, when you're off course with spending, you can never get out of and stay out of debt. Speaking of debt, the second type of millionaire goal is to repay all your loans. The second type of millionaire goal is to repay all your loans. In the decade that I've been working with high income earners, I can tell you for sure that most high income earners waste time and money on spending and debt goals. In essence, failing to keep more or keep enough assures being on the rat race of earning and spending, and more earning and more spending. If I could scream a statement, then I would scream this: not mastering spending and creating debt make high income earners get to the end of the month, the quarter, or the year and shake their heads, asking the question, where did my money go? Can you relate? When and only when you master spending and debt, you can really build enough to be free. The third type of goal is accumulation. Accumulation goals help you afford and achieve your retirement and elder care dreams. You must be able to keep and grow a portion of what you currently earn, to be able to maintain your lifestyle and dignity during retirement in the future. To get on target with future lifestyle expenses starts with knowing how much you need to amass by a specific date. Then you determine how much you need to save per year, per month, per paycheck to achieve your goal. You know you're cooking with gas, as my granny would say, when you're making the right contributions to get you where you individually want and need to be. It's client spotlight time. I had a discovery conversation with a prospective client. The conversation went as follows. I said, I would love to know why you wanted to connect with me today. She said, Robin, the one thing I do that I'm so proud is maxing out my 401k contribution. I do want a second opinion to ensure that I'm on track to retire comfortably. I replied, kudos to you for maxing out your 401k contribution. Then I said, to give you a second opinion, I need personal answers to 5 questions. Question number 1, how much do you need in retirement to pay for your living expenses each year? Question number 2, have you indexed those yearly needed retirement expenses for inflation? Question number 3, do you know how much you need in your retirement account on the first day of retirement to never run out of money? Question number 4, how much do you need to contribute each year now to achieve your necessary amount needed on the first day of retirement? And then finally, question 5, do you currently live on more or less than net of taxes $44,225 per year? Her response, I don't know the answers to the first 4 questions, but my company told me that I max out my contribution usually by November every year, and I definitely live on more than $44,225 per year. I asked her question number 5 because the maximum 401k contribution was calculated by Congress to ensure that if people maxed out their retirement contributions annually, then when they retired, they would have enough in their nest eggs to pay themselves the median household income of $44,225 each year of retirement. Generally, if you earn more than the median household income of $44,225, then you need to max out your retirement contribution at work, and you likely will need to contribute an additional amount outside your 401k to amass enough to maintain your lifestyle in retirement. Yay! She hired me immediately because she wanted to know the answers to those 5 questions. I calculated her customized answers to those 5 questions. Interestingly, although she was contributing the maximum 401k contribution, she needed to save an additional $2,800 per year to maintain her current lifestyle expenses during retirement. Because she was not contributing enough to maintain her lifestyle when she retires, she would have at least $177,097 less at retirement than she needs. That's a nearly $200,000 shortfall. She had a decision to make. She had three choices. Choice one, save $2,800 more per year, which is an additional $233 more per month. Or choice two, work 26 additional months, which is over 2 more years beyond her full retirement date to be able to afford her current lifestyle later in life. And choice three, cut out $1,350 every single month in spending for the rest of her life. In other words, spend $1,350 less in bills, fun, shopping, food, travel, etc. She was stunned into silence again. Once she was ready to respond, she said, I would have to cut out my entire monthly fund budget. I said, true. Or you could work 2 more years. Or that's when she interrupted me by saying, I'll save the additional $233 more per month now. Then she stated in a sad voice, I wish I spoke to you 5 or 10 years ago. I reassured her about the behaving wealthy principles of no shame, no judgment, just take a baby step today. After our meeting, she sent me an email request to calculate the answer to question number 4. How much do you need to contribute now to achieve your necessary amount needed on the first day of retirement if she would have started working with me 5 or 10 years ago? I replied, that's not a good idea to shame yourself. You've started now. Let's focus on the future. And then she said, knowing will help me stay committed to my customized plan. So I reluctantly calculated her numbers had she started earlier. I'll share with you what waiting cost her. She's currently 43 years old and she has 24 years until retirement. The amount that she needs on the first day of retirement is $1,600,200.65 to comfortably maintain her lifestyle during retirement. In order to achieve her necessary nest egg, she needs to save $25,811 every single year between now and her retirement date, which breaks down to $2,150.92 every month until she retires. Let me share with you how much waiting cost her. If she would have started working with me 5 years ago, to achieve that same $1,600,200.65 to comfortably maintain her lifestyle, she would only have to save a little more than $18,000, which is $7,000 less a year than what she has to save now. That means only saving $1,500 per month, with more than $600 to spend on whatever she wanted. What could you do with another $600 per month to spend however you wanted? You have more to spend now and later if you start now. So what if she would have started working with me 10 years ago to achieve that same end retirement goal? She would only have to save little more than $12,500, which is over $13,000 less a year than she has to save now. That means only saving a little over $1,000 a month to reach her retirement goal, with more than $1,100 extra to spend on whatever she wanted every single month. What could you do with another $1,100 per month to spend however you wanted? Waiting costs my clients quite a lot. What is waiting costing you? More life now and more life later. You deserve more now and more later. I want to help you get there. Wealthy people behave differently than high income earners. However uncomfortable the truth may be, people who are financially free seek out their financial facts. They accept that mastering money habit number 2, know it, clarifies how much their goals cost, and that's the only way to sustainably achieve real independence. They must know their freedom gap in order to close the void between what they really want and where they are now. They ask this question: what else could I do today to make tomorrow easier and freer? Today's rich behavior will help you achieve more freedom tomorrow and in the future. It's time to accept that becoming a millionaire is necessary to buy your freedom. The behaving wealthy term for affording your freedom is freedom millionaire. Both freedom and millionaire are acronyms to define your vision of freedom and paying for your goals. Today's rich behavior starts with a brain dump. Write down all the negative words that come to mind when you think of millionaires. When completing this exercise, some of my clients have written, didn't work for it, lucky, stingy, unfair, illegal, taking advantage of others, easy life. As you can see, most people point to attributes, not work ethic, for how wealth is built. What I know for sure about wealthy people comes from a 500 millionaire client study I conducted. 30% inherited their millions, 40% built their wealth over time, and the remaining 30% had windfall events like bonuses or settlements. In every scenario, work ethic was a necessary ingredient to achievement at some point in the wealth building process. Regardless of how wealth was attained, there are 3 common traits needed: discipline by taking action when you do not feel like it. Sacrifice by choosing tomorrow instead of instant gratification today. Faith, believe in the seeds you plant today will ultimately harvest significantly more later. The second part of today's rich behavior is to list everything you can currently afford. For example, let's say you can pay for your home, your car, your children, your streaming services, your clothes, your trips, your dining out, your pampering, your civic commitments, and so on. Keep writing until you can't think of anything else. You should realize just how much you can currently afford. Once you finish this list, then write next to each item whether you've worked for it or was given it, as in you did not have to work for it. As you determine which of your currently afford lists that you worked for, you will start to realize your work ethic. Then the third part is to write your value balances list. Write down an estimation of the following: your salary, your last bonus, retirement funds, home value, your savings balances. Again, for each item, write whether you worked for it or was given it. How much of that was given to you? You'll notice just how much you work for what you currently have and just how little you were given. Is it possible that millionaires could say the same about what they have? The fourth step of today's rich behavior is to write all the ways you give to others: charity donations, political donations, time volunteered, civic leadership, pay for your schooling for your children, gifts to family members, and more, and so on. Please keep listing items as they pop into your mind. What you'll start to realize is just how much your wealth is serving others, especially your loved ones. This will start to give you a complete picture of building your financial independence. It's critical that you see how you handle wealth, how you share, how you create what you currently have. It's safe to say that you'll do more of the same with even more money. Specifically, how wealth is win-win. Wealth serves others and you. I see this day in and day out with my clients that when they get on their freedom millionaire journeys, they have less money stress and anxiety, and They have more to help more people in more ways. That's the part that's the most rewarding. This is freedom fulfillment. More for you and more for others. Fear not. Money doesn't change you. Money doesn't have that much control. As Oprah says, money just amplifies more of who you are. You will not become a bad person. You know, the type of person you don't want to be if you become a millionaire. Trust yourself to become someone whose behavior is not shameful. Today's rich behavior shows you how you will spend more wealth as a freedom millionaire. And my hope is it also will help you eliminate any money shame you may have. If you don't like your current proportion of selfless versus selfish, then you can simply change it. It's time for you to have more so that you can be more and give more. The real issue is not understanding how wealth is built and maintained. Don't compare someone else's outside to your inside. Don't let not knowing or unexamined, incorrect, limiting beliefs keep you from achieving what you deserve. These incorrect and one-sided beliefs are keeping you stuck, feeling broken. The good news is you're already winning. When you examine your own salary, home values, account balances, vacations, just your entire lifestyle, you'll see how much freedom you've already achieved. It's time to achieve more. This is the cycle of life. Earn, use, give, keep, repeat. Embrace your desire to be free. Embrace that you need to become a freedom millionaire to afford your vision of freedom. Embrace that you and others will benefit. Let me help you become a freedom millionaire. Let me help you afford and achieve your freedom vision. Let me help you feel free. It's time to take baby steps to close your freedom gap. The question you must ask and then answer for yourself. Are you willing to build the money and mindset habits to become a freedom millionaire? Remember, freedom millionaire means affording and achieving your vision of freedom. Are you willing to do what it takes to afford and achieve freedom? Stay tuned. The next episodes will break down each millionaire goal. Now that you know today's rich behavior, it's time to make your move. Tell us when you complete today's rich behavior and what richer results you experience because you took today's baby step. Text 888-85-WORTH, 888-85-96784. We want to know how you are increasing your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. I know you're worth it, and I want you to know you're worth it. Most importantly, I want you to behave like you're worth it. If you loved what you learned today, please be sure to hit the follow button so you never miss a future episode, and leave a review to help me reach even more listeners just like you looking to maximize and turn their hard-earned income into more. The High Worth Shift podcast is created and copywritten in partnership with Robin A. Young and Behaving Wealthy. Be sure to rate, review, and follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Especially, be sure to rate, review, and follow the podcast if you really liked it. My promise to you is in every episode to give you one rich behavior that can yield you 3 times richer results. That gives you a 300% return on your time spent with me. Remember, richer results are on the other side of today's rich behavior. You are worth more. It's time to make your move.
Make your move. It's time to focus on yourself. Make your move. Baby, don't mind nobody else. Make your move. Do things that make you happier. Yeah. Make your move. Yeah, you can do it, just relax. Hey, baby, and trust yourself. you, but you